Big news coming in. Like I had told you earlier, of that, it was a all-women cop team that took Prajwal Revanna in custody. India Today now brings you this big breaking news coming in as a confirmation. Was it a deliberate decision? And yes, according to the sources of the special investigation team, telling India Today it was a conscious call to send all-women personnel to arrest Prajwal Revanna. A woman IPS officer led the team, and then in that vehicle, look at closely on your screen, on the left, on the right, in front of him, the women cops have now been deployed to lead with this case. The reason is a symbolic message. You exploit your seat and power as a member of parliament, use it against women. In this new India, in a democratic India, women will have the authority as well to take him into custody as per law, as per legal proceedings. Nagarjun Dwarkanath gets us a confirmation on that. And also, Nagarjun, I request you stay on because social activist Brinda Adige also joins me. Brinda, good morning. And I remember we've had this conversation earlier in this case, the disturbing case on one side. But do you think it's interesting that when an all-women cop team take into custody Prajwal Revanna, they're sending out a message that these are not the women in this country anymore, that you as an influential family can think you can get away after harassing them?
Absolutely right. This gesture by the Karnataka government will not only go to tell Prajwal Revanna, but also the likes of him and his family that women are not to be taken for granted, which is what they have been doing. All of the women, police officers standing there should make Prajwal Revanna at least feel ashamed, if nothing else, with impunity gallivanting around, making statements and sending videos. And I'm so proud that the women officers from Bengaluru city went out there to arrest this culprit, this predator who has abused his position as an elected representative and also position of the power that his family holds in Hassan. And I want this man and his family to remember that women cannot be played around. Yes, women are vulnerable. Men are also vulnerable, but this vulnerability was abused, exploited, and harassed by Prajwal Revanna and his family. And the gesture of all the police officers over there arresting this man was fantastic to have women. And this is also a message going out to all the other women victims who are still scared, who are still very anxious that you must come forward, make your statements. It is the responsibility of the government to protect you, the
and to give them that confidence. But Brinda, you know, of course, he maintains it's all more fake, it's all political vendetta against him. But let us not stop at the custody and the arrest, isn't it? Because this actually, in fact, is just the beginning in this case.
Yes, this is just the beginning, must be the beginning. I hope the courts will not give him bail like they gave for his father in 7 days. This man cannot be out on bail. This arrest has happened with so much difficulty. This arrest has been over 30 days. So the man who has been arrested, his lawyers must know that they must not give flimsy excuses. He has to go and look after his family, because that was the excuse given by H.D. Revanna when he applied for his bail. The courts must be very, very serious about this issue. This man was absconding. This man went around giving statements. Now he has been arrested, and the court must strengthen the hands of the police so that they get to the bottom of every video this man has made, every victim that Prajwal Revanna abused, assaulted, harassed, and probably intimidated also. Because if he is given bail, then all of this will be naught. This is the fate the courts must repose back into the society, especially to the victims. This arrest is what all of Karnataka has been waiting for. Now this man has been arrested. He must not be given bail at any cost. There are hundreds of people in jail.
And the fact is, whatever happens in this case here on will send out a message. Can such influential families or netas get away with such behavior, or there will have to be a certain decorum that these netas will have to be told needs to be maintained, specifically when it comes to poor, vulnerable women? Because in today's India, you will not be able to get away, at least when it comes to such regular repeated harassment, which is not just about allegations and more. Thank you very much for now. Brinda Adige joins us with a perspective. Nagarjun, you tell me, because that's of course caught everyone's eye, that in that vehicle, and was it just a coincidence that there were all women cops? Why do you think this decision was taken by the Karnataka police in this case?
In fact, I spoke to one of the top cops in the SIT team, Pooja, to confirm that what you and me were talking half an hour back about symbolic messaging. The cop did confirm that it was a conscious call. Late last evening, they took a call that when Prajwal lands in Bengaluru, all women cop team would be there at the airport, led by a woman IPS officer, to arrest him. And it's a message to the victims, not just to the victims, but also the society, that they say that Prajwal exploited his seat of power as an MP and exploited the women vulnerability, as Brinda Adige was saying. And now the same women have gone to arrest him, and that's the message that they wanted to give. So 5 police officers in Prajwal's jeep as well, who took him into custody, and led by a woman IPS officer as well, who was at the airport, and then they reached the SIT headquarters in Bengaluru. It was a conscious call, is what SIT top cops say.
All right, very interesting, and thank you for getting that confirmation. So it was not a speculation, while it was very noticeable. Nagarjun has been able to confirm it with the senior officer that it was indeed a step taken deliberately to send 5 women police personnel, and there was in many ways a big gender justice symbolism in this case as well.